What's up, guys? Welcome back to Hands On channel. Kind of zoomed in tight there. I wanted to show you guys what we're out doing today. We've had kind of some tough times here lately with some different vandals coming and stuff like that, but we're still trying to make the best of it. And at this time of the year, pretty much from Easter, at least this year, from Easter forward, it's time to go out and hunt for morel mushrooms, if you know anything about those. This was our first time doing it, and of course now we own some property, so we know kind of where to look and all that. In our area, it's kind of along the ditch bank sides and stuff like that. It's a great place to look, and also underneath cedar trees. And I'm going to try to get you guys some shots here of the soil and some of the conditions that maybe will help you if you're out hunting for morel mushrooms. And of course you want to make sure and be safe about it, and make sure and get online. And I believe one of them is a hollow, the morel has a hollow stem. There's another one that's like a false morel. You have to really watch out for that, because you don't want to, end up eating something that's going to kill you. But we're sure these are morel mushrooms, and we ate some last night, and so far we're just fine. So and one of the best ways that we've found to get them is to kind of get down low like this, where you can see them standing up, and you get in at just the right time of the day, and the sun will shine on them, and that'll help you see them, because they're kind of a tannish, and sometimes they can have almost a little bit of an orange yellow tinge to them as well. But yeah, look around under the cedar trees. That's what it's all about. And what you're supposed to do is take your knife, like a good sharp pocket knife, and just cut them right there. You can break them off, but what you don't want to do is rip the bottom out, because it's basically the mycelium or something like that. That's the root system, and you want them to come back because they're a delicacy and they're very fine eating. We had some last night for the first time, and it was incredible. For one thing, just being able to harvest, food off your property. But my wife was telling me, she was reading me all the beneficial health properties of this mushroom last night. It was like super high in vitamin D and protein and on and on and on. I can't remember. Go look it all up, but it's supposed to be super healthy for you as far as, the mushroom world goes. So anyhow, we're out here having fun, making the best of things, and finding morels. I don't know if you can see them over there, but I just spotted 3 more way over there. And supposedly what you're supposed to do is like take only 2/3 of them and leave 1/3 behind, so that's what we've been doing. We're not taking them all. We're just taking the nicer ones, the ones that look more palatable and edible and stuff like that. But that's what it's all about right there. Wild edibles right here off of our own property. So from what I'm told, that this should be about a 2-week window, depending on what the weather does. If it gets really hot, then they'll probably go away sooner. But as long as we have kind of a long spring, then we should have plenty of good morel hunting. And you can look around, like over there, there's some dead stuff. Right there, you can see where that cedar fell down. Try to zoom in a little tighter there. But yeah, just having a blast out here, guys. I highly recommend you do it. Get out in the woods, especially in the early spring. It's not bad at all. The bugs aren't bad. Get out there, find you some morel mushrooms, fry them up, put them on your steaks, put them on your eggs, whatever your imagination can bring you. They're very meaty and very flavorful. Now we sauteed ours in butter. We didn't actually fry them up and stuff, but you can actually bread them and fry them up just like any other kind of mushroom, and I bet they'd be delicious like that. So anyhow, guys, I'm going to get back to picking. Yeah, and you want to use a bag like this. This is an old turkey bag that we saved from last Thanksgiving. You save these bags and you can use them for your mushroom bags. Ideally, as you're walking around, it's kind of shaking the spores out onto the ground so that next year you'll have more to find. And when you find a place like this, probably a good idea to keep it secret, or else otherwise people are going to come over and pick them all before you get a chance to. That's what it should look like with that hollow stem like that. And another thing, Mrs. Hands-On wanted me to point out the fact that when you look at the soil here, let me scoop some out of the way. For one thing, it's kind of dark and it's very kind of like peat moss or something. It's not really compacted and condensed, you know, or you know, it hasn't been walked on a lot. It's real soft, and it's like the stuff that you get on mushrooms when you buy mushrooms from the store. So when you find soil conditions like this and you look around hard enough, and it takes a little while to be able to spot them, get the light back up here, but once you kind of train your eye to them, then it becomes a little easier to look around and spot these things sticking up. So happy hunting, guys. I'm going to go back to it. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. There's another one up there. They're just all over the place over here.